everyone and welcome to this video playlist all about your sign. Each week I'll be revealing 3 more pairs of your spread, so that's 7 weeks of content. Join me each week for the next part. Hi Virgo, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. So the past position here, the Blasted Beach and the 4 of Wands, the Fairy Stallion and the 3 of Swords, the World and the King of Cups. So what do we have here? Okay, in the past it feels like things have been unsettled and consolidated them. So wherever you've been unsettled, your earthy quality actually brings things into a harness and brings in some really solid foundations. You're an earth sign, therefore your capabilities when things are shook or disturbed or storms come and weather life, you are able to ground yourself and find beauty in everything. I feel that this is to do with your balance and your reality check, which is you know that you have to do things that are not always pleasant, but you are able to ground yourself with the knowledge of reality and then choose to work through it with a joy and a harmony, almost with a good heart is what I feel, but with the reality that's certainly showing here. So that holds you in very good stead. And when we come into the Fairy Stallion and the 3 of Swords, again, hurts from the past do actually feel as if they have affected you very much with matters of home, because I feel that this is the home card telling you that this is where it hurt, okay? Things from the past that have been going on in domestic sort of matters have actually got a history here of repeating themselves, but you've been grounded, you've known that life is not just a bowl of cherries. You are able to recognise that the storms come and you have to weather them, and you are capable of being able to actually navigate the way through. You're very willful, that's what this card here, the Fairy Stallion, you know, having that drive and that courage to actually be determined to make sure that you are aware of what it is that you must face. Incidentally, the 3 of Swords is past heartbreaks. That is not what is predicted of what is coming, okay? This is something that you have already dealt with, and that's because you have had the willpower and the courage and the determination to protect yourself, look at things with reality, and that means the not so nice, and get things in perspective and work out a strategy of truthfulness about what it is that you can rescue and recover in order to rebuild. And that refers to what's going on here and here. Now, as a result of that, I feel that you are expanding your world. So what you've got to face and what's coming is actually really good. We've got the World card and the King of Cups. King of Cups is an aspect of you. You're somebody that takes life quite seriously when it comes to how you feel about things. You're connected with, if I like it, do I really want it? Yes, I do. So I'm strong enough and determined enough, and that comes in here, to actually really care, to make sure that you are able to move beyond any obstacles, especially when it's matters of the heart. And here we go again, the Cup family. You know, we've got quite a lot of cups here. That tells me this is matters of the heart within your reading, okay? Because that's what's coming up as in the current circumstances and what you will have to face. Now, the cards are saying that because of your growth and because you've done the work on yourself in order to actually accept that not everything is rosy and that you do have to face the challenges of life, but you are determined to make sure that you are not going to take something that doesn't, well, feels like it's not good enough. That's what I'm picking up here with your cards. It's almost like you're saying, I really do want, I value myself and I know what I want, and if it's not available to me, I've got to leave it. I've got to put it down, and I've got to either talk with that person and communicate how I'm feeling and hear what they've got to say back to me, or I've got to turn around and say, this is not it, this isn't going to be right, we're always going to have these obstacles and challenges. I will need to format a new strategy and perhaps move on from this person and find the right person. Now, that growth has come about through the fact that you have decided that you know what foundations you need. They need to be stable, they need to be secure. You're strong enough to be able to voice that and say, I don't want this, I'm really sorry, and I may love you and I may care about you, but this isn't right and I've got to walk away, or I'm giving you the opportunity so that you can hear what I'm saying, therefore we may be able to get this change by working together. Okay, so you feel strongly about that, and you feel strongly about yourself and the growth of yourself, and you recognise that if it isn't going to grow, you're not going to grow, you're not going to be happy, and what you're going to do is wander around with these obstacles feeling as if you've got a house that's built on sand and it's going to collapse at any time. So what your reading is actually saying is you are wise enough to actually be grounded in your thinking. It may hurt, you may not be happy with what you hear back, but you are courageous enough. You are saying, I know what will work for me. I also know that if the truth is told that that person cannot or does not want to accept what my decision of moving forwards is, and I do feel that you're trying to consolidate a relationship, but if that person is not willing to actually go into the commitment and just simply feels connected to you, you don't feel stable. And you are somebody that needs stability. Comes up here, it comes up here, and it shows that you have walked away from things once before, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, maybe several times. So you are courageous enough to actually say, if it isn't right, I will make that choice, although it may hurt. It's a sensible decision that this is not going to be the outcome that is good for me or the other person. It's going to collapse, therefore I will move forwards and I'll leave it behind. So, well done. Great courage. That comes through in the strength here. This is also a card of courage here. And also showing that you are aware that storms will come, and that if you communicate and you are fair and you are not trying to change the other person, you're simply saying, give me the feedback, tell me how you're feeling, and if that person's not capable, you'll make your own conclusions by saying, do you know what, if they can't talk about it, that's fair enough. Till next time, Virgo, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.